Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just
the two of us.
You and I. Yes, I'm Brandon. You are listening to the Bloody Screen Podcast, episode, I think, 40. Actually, no, it's re-42, because last week, it's gone. But, yeah, last week had Dustin on it, but Dustin Dustin is not here right now. He's a little sick right now, has a little stuffy nose.
Pussy.
Nick is at work, for people who don't know. And
that thing with money.
Yeah, Nikki G is MIA or KIA. I don't know where he's at. For all I know, he's dead in a hole in some ditch somewhere from Tequila Tuesday. But, anyways, that just leaves with two of us. Brandon, of course, because this show would not exist without me. And Scotty.
Hello.
Scotty, it's almost like, I think like during the summer you'll just be gone again for a long period of time, then just come back for the winter and then be gone again for just every 6 months we have Scott.
It's kind of true in a sense, but I think I will be more involved this summer because it looks like I'm going to RTX again so far. Nice. If I have the money, so I will be representing us.
You will, and then I almost want to print out really shitty business cards just for you to
hand out. No. If we're doing business cards, I'm making them. I'll make them fucking classy. Classy
as fuck, yes. Just, oh, hey, have you heard of the Bloody Screen Podcast? Of course you haven't.
It's gonna be holographic and shit. It's gonna be awesome.
Yes. I honestly, I know how to I know a site that, you can make a t-shirt on. I'm half tempted to. Just start make a Bloody Screen Podcast t-shirt, and then when I walk around my campus, people are like, what's that? Oh, you go find out.
What's BSP, bro? BSP. None of your damn business.
And on the back, it's just, oh no, seriously, it's Bloody Screen Podcast. Please go visit. But anyway, I have considered that because it's really cheap just to put words on a shirt. If you try to put a graphic on a shirt, then they're like, whoa! I'm like, oh, well, maybe if I just put a Bloody Screen Podcast, people were like, oh. But anyways, yes, it's a good thing I have enough people. I almost want to start getting more people on this show. Just so I don't have anybody like, well, I want to go work, I want to disappear, I want to be sick. I could be like, oh, doesn't matter.
We might be able to actually get a woman on here if you're interested.
It depends. It
or
really
Linda.
Depends. I don't know who that is.
She's the chick who works at customer service.
Yeah. Okay, I know who that is now.
Yeah.
Does she know about this shit?
Yes, she does. I actually introduced it to her the other day at lunch.
Oh, really?
I was just like, this is what I do in my spare time. I'm a geek. Look at this shit.
I'm a nerd. No, we're cool. Like, in 50 years, when video games take over... That's never happening. Anyways. Well, yeah, we'll see. Because I don't know. I've never actually spoken to her, so it's kind of like the whole thing, like, I have to know your personality first.
She's very dark and very game-oriented, because, like, Saturday... She wants a list of what I have so she can borrow, and I can borrow some of hers.
Oh, okay. I thought you said list of who I have, and be like, wait, what? Oh, the people trapped in my basement. She wants a list of them, sell them on the black market, Nothing big.
But what he was talking about, how his computer lost it, yeah, if you haven't seen my little love letter to his laptop on our site yet,
yes,
it's the picture with the computer with the arrow and the knife in it.
My computer hates Scott.
Particularly.
It does. Because the only shit it's actually lost is the stuff with Scott.
Which is why most of you don't know who I am.
Well, if they go back and listen to the early shows, which do or don't, because honestly, Scott, I don't know if you've ever done this. If you go back and listen to some of our first early shows, we're really rusty at this.
Oh,
I'm not saying we got this nailed to the board, but we're just kind of like, sitting there. Oh, okay, let's move on from there. We don't spend any time bullshit. We don't spend any time just dicking around. We're just really, we are robots talking about video games. Compute, I don't know. Yeah, we really kind of are like that. And I'm just like, whoa, I'm kind of glad we, don't do that. You have internet problems, Skype. Sorry, I have to answer to my own Skype. So, anyways, folks. Scott, what have you been up to today?
I've actually been going to school to get more knowledge.
Oh, yeah, that's kids pay money to get knowledge, and you guys bitch about going to your free school. You know how happy I'd be if I found a free college?
Actually, if you were Mexican, you could go to Metro for free.
Oh, shut up.
Not kidding. Not kidding.
Is it? I see. I kept thinking they got in-state tuition. Then multiple people have been telling me like, "Yep, they get it for free."
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody. Oh, as a white male, what do I get for free?
Respect. Well, even though everyone and their mothers are like, "Oh, community college sucks," the one that I've been to for the stuff that I do graphic design stuff and video editing stuff and all sorts of other shit. I have learned the most there than I ever have before, and I have people in my class who've come from universities that say they've never had teachers like them that actually give a shit.
Well, when you get paid that much, I would stop giving a shit.
Well, yeah, that's you.
Yeah, no. Honestly, like, I'm currently going to a community college as well, but CCD. It's in Denver, so it's fancy. They really kind of suck with the class schedules they got. Like, I'm literally only going there for the prereqs because, I was going for computer science for a little while. They have one computer science class at 4 p.m. I'm like, okay, fuck you guys. I'm not, I ain't staying the whole fucking day, okay? So you guys can take that 4 p.m. class and shove it up your ass, okay? Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, that's kind of the thing that I went with. Anyways. Yeah, I haven't done dick today, Scott. I've been kind of sitting on my ass in my comfy pants, watching Family Guy. True day off. A true day off, sir.
Yeah, I've been planning a documentary, so.
Planning a documentary? Ooh, that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, actually it is. Once this whole class is done, it's going into the Library of Congress, and it'll be given to high schools and women's study classes.
Nice.
Yeah.
The documentary. Why not to eat McDonald's for 30 days?
No, it's about women veterans from the last, 80 years.
From since, hey, when was the first war start? Yeah.
Since that cool. Caveman time when we learned that fire bad.
Yeah, fire bad, stick sharp equals death. Alright, I'm actually kind of looking for anything. Yeah, I'm looking through our top 5 right now and trying to decide which one we'll have the most fun talking about. Oh, I'm so sick and tired of talking about the same games, but people, buy different games! Honestly, these are the number. What do you want, USA or global, Scott? They're the only ones that really are meh. I mean, I guess no, not honestly. All of them have except for Japan, have the same kind of ones. But you know what? Let's do global. We did the USA last week, so let's do global. All right. Normally I do the little game show, but fucking A. It's the same 2 fucking games. So number 5 for the global of January 11th, 2014. So yeah, a couple weeks ago. Anyways, it's Call of Duty Ghosts for the PS3. Yay!
Ooh.
Fucking Ghost. Still getting bought. This week it made, I guess his total is 97,000 globally. So, great. Ugh, shut the stop buying Call of Duty, people. Who does not own this game?
I don't.
Well, well, according to this, you probably bought it, and you didn't even know it.
Right? It's just in my couch somewhere.
Yeah, it's in you just turn on your PlayStation, just wait a second. No! No! They're just slipping it into people's houses by now. Oh, anyways, number 4 is actually a little different. Pokemon X and Y for the 3DS. Yet again, I really, honestly, never in a million years thought Pokemon was big. I really thought it was a niche little thing where, you got, my friends that like it for some reason, and, a few other people. But I didn't think that it would be, this fucking powerhouse. And I understand that Japan is part of the global, but still. Jesus H. Christ. Really, Pokemon? Really? Ugh. Number 3. Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PlayStation 3. No surprise. We don't even have anything to talk about these games. For the last 3 fucking weeks we talked about these games. Number 2, Call of Duty Ghost for the Xbox 360. Yeah, not even going to mention it. Not even going to talk about it anymore. Number 1, Scott, this is a new game. You ready?
Yeah.
Holy shit, new game. Kirby Triple Deluxe for the 3DS.
You're shitting me.
That is number one. It has beaten Call of Duty. It beat Grand Theft Auto. It beat Pokemon. Kirby Triple Deluxe for the 3DX. And I don't own a 3DX, nor have I ever played a Kirby game. So I can't even tell you anything about this game, except for it sold pretty well. Sold 218,000. Yay? Nay? Who knows? Honestly, yeah, it's Kirby. So if you're a fan, let me know. I'd love to know why. So, anyways, yeah, that's our top 5. Not as exciting as normally because the same goddamn games. Seriously, it drives me nuts. I literally cannot tell you how much I am waiting for the new games to come out, Scott. Just so we could talk about something else. Just so it's not Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto. I mean, yeah, why is EA even trying anymore? Because guess how many weeks we've been doing, during the winter of nothing? Every top 5, Call of Duty's in it. Not a single top 5 has Battlefield been in it. And I like the Battlefield multiplayer a hell of a lot more.
Well, the whole thing is that there's a lot of Battlefield people, but right now it's really buggy.
I do have to say I did see some bugginess when I was playing the game.
Well, according to a lot of people, it's buggy. I still haven't found shit
Really?
that's buggy.
It's not like, holy shit, actually I had one major bug that pissed me off, and that was the game literally froze on me. Like it didn't freeze, but it wouldn't let me progress any further. And then it just kicked me out of my PlayStation 4. Like it stopped working. I was like, what's going on here? I'm running around in circles. And all of a sudden it just kicked me back to the home thing on the PlayStation 4. I load the game back up and it's like, oh yeah, Brandon, remember that kind of challenging fight you had to go through with those tanks and all those troops? Do it again. And I was like, you know what? I'm not doing it again. I'm just going to go to the online. I'm done. Your story was bland, but I was going to, muscle my way through it. Now I'm not doing it anymore. Hopefully this year, folks, just a little side note, I'm going to try my fucking best to get way more game reviews out than we did last year. Last year we got a fair amount. I'm not going to lie. We got a fair amount, but let's just say I didn't know how to get the GameFly games like I did towards the later half of last year, so hopefully we can do it, Scott. I believe in us.
Well, this year you gave me a pretty long laundry list of what we're gonna do.
That's only quarter one, dude.
Exactly, and that's not even like anything compared to what we're gonna do this year.
Oh god, yeah. Well, basically, I have to just say though, all the PS4 stuff that's exclusive, that's only gonna be me because I'm the only one that owns one.
Yeah.
So Infamous, all those fun little things, that's me. Folks, so don't get all disappointed if it's just like, it might be a written review or it might be just me getting someone on the podcast so that way I could just be like, hey guys, so-and-so's gonna sit here while I talk about this fucking game for a half hour. That was what Nicky G was really good at, sir. He was really good at just being like, alright Brandon, what are we doing? I was like, yeah, we're gonna review Knack today. He'll look up some wiki stuff and then he'll, just sit there while I review Knack. He's done that for a few games, but yeah, I'm gonna basically, the reviewing cast people is going to be me, of course. Scotty, he's got a little laundry list of things, and Nick, because, and Nick's no surprise because he was basically at every review last year. I'm going to try to get Scott on more reviews this year, and I literally split the games between you two.
Alright then.
Yeah, so some games you won't even get it. I know you were kind of excited for Titanfall, so you did get to play Titanfall.
Well, if I get a 1, that is.
Oh, no, well, I'm going to be getting you the games. Don't you worry.
Well, no, isn't it only coming out for Xbox One?
Xbox 360 as well.
Oh, cool. Sweet.
Yes,
Never
that's
mind.
why I said it. Yeah. I'm getting, basically I'm going to, our reviews, for any new people, our reviews do come out later. For a couple of reasons. One, we have to play all the way through the game. We only get it, we have to get a day up. With GameFly gets the day after. And then I have to play through it. And then I have to give them the game to play through it. So the game reviews aren't going to be spot on,
That and split between all of us, Brandon is the only one with a next-gen console. He's the only one with a PS4 so far.
Yeah. Yeah, and that too. Well, the PS4 games, they're, a lot of games are coming multi-platform right now. Like, the fucking Metal Gear and stuff. Nick actually is just going to be, he's lucky for himself because he's not really excited for it. But yeah, he gets to just play I'm just going to get the GameFly Metal Gear, and then he's just going to play that while I play the PS4 version. But anyways, yeah, yada yada yada. We're going to try our best to try to get reviews out, playthroughs out when the games actually start coming out. Don't forget to check out our multiple shows in case you're not. But anyways, I'd like to talk about, before we get into news, a fucking badass trailer, Scott, that I'd recommend you and everyone else go see.
Oh yeah?
Okay, have you heard of the new Lord of the Rings game?
Yeah, I can't remember the full name off the top of my head, but I've heard of it.
Okay. Well, it's Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I'm looking right at it. That's how I know. But basically, Shadow of Mordor, it takes place, it's right after Hobbit, but before the Lord of the Rings, kind of this weird middle area. But you play as a guy who's a ranger, and you look almost damn near exactly like Aragorn. And in the trailer, it's not even a trailer, it's a gameplay trailer, where the guy's explaining, and it just looks so fucking cool. Because what they're going with this game, the gameplay is a nice little mixture of like Batman and Assassin's Creed. So it's a nice little mixture of, you got your counter, you got, with blades, and you can sneak around. The sneaking around looks exactly like those two games and all that. But then it has one of the fucking coolest things I heard of. So, goddamn, I'm so used to, so Scott. You get to go after, like, I'm picturing there's a main storyline, they didn't touch on it, but the little side things are, you can hunt down these orc chieftains that are exclusive to your gameplay, like the thing generates these characters. And so, like, it showed them, like, oh, this orc chieftain remembers you. His face is all fucked up because you burnt him, and now he got away. He got away, cool. And now he wants revenge on you. And it's kind of this whole thing where you can actually create these vendettas with these orc chieftains, where you could be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna let this guy live and go spread terror. Or if they kill you, then basically your guy's technically an immortal for whatever reason, so he can get killed and come back to life. But they'll go around bragging, they'll get promoted for killing you and shit. But I think it's like all this shit I'm saying, so like just gets me all excited in my nethers, because it's just the best. This is Brandon crack right here. Like where I can physically scar these like creatures and then send them off and be like, go ward everybody. Or you can, because he took out, in the gameplay, they took out one of his right hands, like one of the orc chieftains that you burned half his face. You got to his right hand, and then you took him over, and then you made him into your assassin, basically. And then you triggered the next mission, which is, these are like side missions, so you go do the side mission where, you could trigger it, and then that guy's there, and all his followers are going to follow you, and then you just trigger the thing, and then that guy, they even showed in the thing I was watching a little cutscene of the guy you just took over stabbing the chieftain in the back, and then the chieftain killing him, and then now he's weakened, so now you can go kill him yourself. So it's like all this different, it has like many different ways of playing, like you can go in there brute force, just like, if you think you're a tank enough to do it, you can, distract the enemies by leaving bait for like wargs and stuff to come after, and then all the enemies are distracted to leave the boss for you. It really it's like a Lord of the Rings meets Assassin's Creed is what it's really kind of coming up to. But I don't know, just the whole fact of the smart, how like if what they're advertising is true, Scott, this is going to be like, this is one of my most anticipated games now. Just AI that can remember you.
Right? Instead of just resetting every time you look at them.
Yeah, or like every time you die, the AI starts over or whatever. Like, no, they get away. You died, they got away. And, each chieftain's different, too. They look different, they sound different.
Mm-hmm.
They when the chieftain's right hand sees you, because you had an encounter with him, but he ran away. He looks at you and says, I remember you! And then, you go after him and you have to kill all his friends and he's trying to fight you, and then all of a sudden all his little minions are dead. He tries to run away, and then, you have these crazy powers because you're, I guess, part of a wraith, which, for people who don't know Lord of the Rings too well, they're the dudes with the hoods on. I'll just dumb it down as much as I can. They're the guys, the Black Riders who, you're part of them. You can go in this little fancy world and kill them. But yeah, the game looks fucking amazing, and honestly, this is probably, when they actually do a release date, this is one game I'm just buying for the PS4. Not even renting it, buying it. Cause, oh god, it looked fucking good. It looked freaking good.
Well, while we're talking about games that we're anticipating,
mm-hmm.
One of the ones that I'm really looking forward to, it doesn't have a release date yet or a platform to which it's going to be on, but it looks fucking amazing. It's not like any other game out there right now. It's called No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. Oh, I haven't heard of that.
It's basically a galaxy exploring game. It's just these 4 guys who've been working on this project and making it fucking beautiful. Like there's no load screens at all. Say you start in the middle of the ocean, and you get up, you get out, you get into your ship, and you go into space. There's no load screen. You just see every layer of atmosphere until you get into space.
Nice.
It is very fluid. It's fucking beautiful. And I would recommend going to go look at the trailer. It's just made by 4 people, and they make like full planets, full environments, animals, sea creatures.
Jesus Christ. Now, is this coming out just for PC, I'm guessing?
Probably. It looks like it might be that way because it looks a little bit too beautiful for a console release. But for right now, there is no news on what it's going to be released or when it's going to be released. It just looks fucking awesome.
I mainly assumed that it would be PC only because with a lot of those smaller indie title games, you have to you have to pay Microsoft or Sony to get your platform on their thing. So, I mean, it's not as easy as just, even Steam's easier to get on than those things. So, it all depends. But, anyways, speaking of indie games, they have some new early screenshots of the Mega Man little successor, Mighty Number 9, which, as even on this one says, borderline copyright infringement, the game. For people who don't know, this is made by the guy who created Mega Man, and they kind of, who owns Mega Man? I'm trying to think. Is it Sega or is it Konami?
Mega Man is Konami, I believe.
Konami? Oh, it's Capcom. Capcom. I looked down further on the thing and it says Capcom. Yeah, Mighty Number 9, it will be when it's released, because it has no release date. Fun fact for everybody. Everyone's going to get a chance to play this. It's going to come out on the 3DS. It's going to come out on the PC. It's going to come out on the PS3. It's going to come out on the PS4. It's going to come out on the PS Vita. It's going to come out on 360 and Xbox One and the Wii U. So if you own anything to play video games on, it's going to come out on. So
nice.
Basically, though, it does look a lot like the Mega Man. We've all kind of heard about this. And he's gone through a lot of lawsuits with Capcom and all that. I have to ask. Have you ever played a Mega Man game?
A very long time ago.
I have never played a Mega Man game. And I kick myself in the butt. I know a lot about, I know how it plays. I know it's hard as shit. I know about all the little robots of, it's Cutman and, Sheep Man or whatever. But
Sheep Man?
There is one robot that it looks like a sheep, but I forget his name. I just know I know him as Sheep Man!
Sheepin! Come back, Sheepin!
And the way Mega Man kills him is by fucking him. God, that sounds evil. But anyways, yeah, Mighty Number 9, even at the screenshot I'm looking at, it does look like Mega Man. Like, not just the character itself. He doesn't have like a gun arm or anything, but he's all in blue and he's a little tiny guy and it's a 2D side-scrolling platformer. Well, like that 3D thing that they do now. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of looking forward for this game, so that way I get a chance to play a Mega Man-esque game. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Small news for people out there, for all you little folks out there. Lionsgate, they're doing something new.
Really?
Lionsgate, for people who don't know, they're the people who made, I'm reading that right. Well, Lionhead. I knew I was like, Lionsgate, that's a movie place. Lionhead. Oh, okay. Lionhead, the people who created, Fable. And really, all I know them is the guys who made Fable. And they even have a quote from the head of Lionhead Studios. We've worked on a number of Fable games. We did the movie. We did Black and White, and we're not just the Fable studio. Judging by the amount of the monument, we've had a lot of Fable games in the recent times. I would rather say that we're just Fable, but I really can't. I can't really say anything at this point. God damn. Yeah,
that was a mouthful. Wasn't
it was kind of a mouthful, being that Fable's in like every sentence this guy says. And I love how he's like, we're not just Fable game. And I was like, and then later on he's just like, yeah, we're kind of just a Fable place. I'm like, yeah, I know. And Fable 1, I hate to say it, Fable 1 is like your only really good Fable. You've played Fable, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you played all of them or just one?
I have 2 and 3. That's about it, though.
3. Okay. 1 is amazing. I fucking loved 1. It was brutal, it was funny, it was a little cartoonish, but, you know, it was that, like, it was a new medieval world that it looked a little bit like a little Warcrafty there, but it wasn't. It was actually, I think it might have been before Warcraft. I'm not 100%. It was pretty early on. And yes, it did promise a lot of things on the Xbox that never actually came to fruition, but it was still amazing. Fable 2, I was a little skeptical about it. I was like, okay, let's see how this goes. I mean, they're kind of doing this in the more industrial time, or they're getting up there. They're more colonial time, I guess you should say. They're more colonial times, but it was okay. It was really dumbed down. And then Fable 3 comes out, and they're like, we're gonna dumb down the combat even more to make it really easy. Then they had Fable Legends come out, and it's just like, hey, which one was the one for the Kinect?
Fable Legends?
God, I think you're right, because there was one where they had a bunch of dolls running around, and I was like, what are you guys doing? And then it came out with the Kinect one, where I just heard nothing but dog shit about that. But yeah, they're in the works for making another one, but for people who don't know, Fable Anniversary, which is the HD version of Fable, is coming out on February 4th for the 360. Scott and I are going to be playing that.
Halo did it first.
Actually, they did. I don't know. See, I haven't heard dick about Fable Anniversary, whether or not it's going to be like the Halo Anniversary, where it's going to be, you know, really revamped, or if it's just going to be like every other HD collection where, you know, hey, now you get to play it. It doesn't look like as shitty. You know. I kind of want to go with the second one, but who knows? I'm excited for it because I haven't played Fable in a while, and I kind of want to this kind of gives me an excuse to go back and play Fable. Alright, so yeah, goddamn, I think we just went on record for saying Fable the most. Alright.
Well, for all of you who are actually interested in watching that trailer that I was talking about, I just put up a page on the website as we were speaking. It's got, nice. It has the trailer on it. I would recommend watching it in 1080p because it is probably one of the most beautiful things you will see all year.
Yeah, well, let's just put it this way. It may look beautiful on your computer screen, but who says it was, you know, I don't know. I always hate it when you see like a really good looking gameplay trailer and then you get it for the 360 and you're just like, yep, they're running on a high-end PC, weren't they?
Well, the nice thing about this is that every single image in the trailer is captured in real time from the game.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's just this fucking awesome. Yeah. Anywho, moving on.
Yeah, alright, so most of you probably have heard by now, but you know, fuck it. We haven't talked about this, and this is gonna get me just in a little but anyways, what are you doing today?
Nothing. What are you doing?
Fan on or something?
No.
Alright. Like I don't know. It's literally like you have like one of those personal fans that you put in my headphones.
No, let me try and unplug it.
And there you go. Alright, hold on, folks. Yep, that happened. Alright, well, a little intermission there. Who would have guessed it automatically stops the call or the recording when you quit the call.
Right.
Anyways, yep, yes, actually you did fix it, though, whatever you did.
Cool.
Anyways, so we've all heard about this now, and so let's just talk about it, because it will piss me off a little bit. So most of you probably know that Candy Crush, the makers of Candy Crush, I don't know the studio that makes it, I think they were called...
It's King.com.
King.com, alright. They're trying to sue this awesome fucking game called The Banner Saga, which if you haven't seen The Banner Saga, seriously, go look it up. That is also branding correct, because it's like, it's like an adventure game where your choices actually matter, mixed with like XCOM, mixed with chess. It just, it looks so cool. I almost paid $24 to get it. But it's PC only and my laptop's really not just the greatest thing in the world. But anyways, yes, Candy Crush, the makers of Candy Crush, are claiming copyright for the word Saga. And also apparently candy. But anyways, they're claiming the right the thing for the word Saga. The reasoning is because the Banner Saga, Basically, they mentioned how they have a unique name array of games that include Candy Crush Saga, Farmhouse Heroes Saga, Pet Rescue Saga, Bubble Witch Saga. All these titles have already had trademark and copyright issues with clones. But guess fucking what? Your little Candy Crush Saga wasn't the most original fucking game in the world, as is. Also, you cannot patent the word saga. It is a word, motherfuckers. Just because they call it the Banner Saga. Saga is to mean, like, you know, an epic tale or whatever. Which, you know, honestly, none of your games are epic at all. So you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, because
honestly,
Bejeweled was here first, bitch.
I know, honestly, like I said, Candy Crush is not the most... I want the Bejeweled motherfuckers to sue you guys for taking their idea.
Right.
Or Peggle. Fuck it, all of them. Ugh.
Every little arcade game.
Guess what? The Banner Saga is about a great quest. Candy Crush Saga is about... Honestly, I really don't know, except for crushing candy.
Yep,
I just know... Yeah, I know what the game looks like, but I've never played it because I'm not one of those people. I play real video games, people. Those are not real video games. But I honestly am so glad I don't have any friends that play it, because nothing annoys me more. I used to have, let me put it this way. I had some friends on my Facebook that played it. They weren't really friends. They were just people who were like, oh, I'm going to send you a friend request. And then it just kept saying, like, so-and-so beat their... And I deleted them. So, yeah. Test me, motherfucker. I double dog dare you. No. Yeah, basically they think no legal action has been taken yet, but they're really trying to get them to change the name. They're trying to get them to change the name. Even though it has no resemblance to the game, and it has no, basically King is not getting any support here by actual people who play video games. You know, and the people who don't play video games don't even know this is happening. The people who are real big fans of Candy Crush aren't listening to us right now. They don't know what's happening. They are just playing Candy Crush and saying like, yay, I'm killing time.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I have my uncle. He's a real big fan of Candy Crush. He tried to tell me about it. He's just like, yeah, man, you really should get on Facebook and play some of their games right now. They're really nice and cool and fun. I'm just like, I have a penis. I like playing stuff with blood and guts and people who took time and effort to make a game.
Well, that's the funny thing. I mean, that's one thing that will never, ever run smoothly, is those stupid little internet social games. They always run so choppy.
Really? I've never played any.
Yeah, like I tried to play like Mafia Wars back in the day. Woohoo! Mm-hmm. But that thing would just be like, you click, and 5 minutes later it'd be like, oh yeah, I recognize that you clicked that. Okay, let's go on now.
Okay, you clicked that? Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna do that for like a half hour. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, so honestly, it's just, it's just kind of like, just shut up about it, guys. Just, like, honestly, I kind of want to believe that the King people, they just made a mistake.
Right.
But you know what they're actually doing, inadvertently? They're promoting the Banner Saga. They're giving them free fucking advertisement by, like, making a big old fit about it, so people are like, well, I wonder what this Banner Saga is. Click. That looks pretty cool. Bye. So honestly, for like the gamers who don't know what, you know, the Banner Saga is, seriously, go check it out, people. It really doesn't take a lot of CPU to run that game. It doesn't look like it would. I mean, it's not the most complicated game in the world. It's just, you know, it's your top-down, you know, this guy moves here. It's really in-depth strategy game. If you've played, I want to say the best game I can compare it to is the Fire Emblem games. It looks so cool, and I almost bought it to review it because it came out this year, but I didn't. Because honestly, I need to I cannot spend my money on that right now. I need to buy textbooks that are insanely expensive as usual.
No shit, I need to go buy a textbook sometime today too.
I know. I'm gonna go like the dumbass route and buy it off Amazon and miss the first week of doing homework in class.
Or we could just be cheeky little bastards and download it for free. Which I'm considering because I have a bunch of computer classes to do.
I sadly don't have, I have books that I have to the actual textbooks. I wish I could just find just the printout of it and just print out like, you know, 100 and something pages.
Right.
Fuck it. Buying that printer ink would be cheaper than buying those goddamn textbooks. Well, maybe. Yeah, that's about all the news I got. Do you have any news, Scotty?
I do, actually. I have a few stories.
Excellent.
So Games for Windows Live for all of you that don't know, Windows Live and Xbox Live, you share an account, you share your gamer tag and your achievements and all that jazz. But they will be shutting down as of July 1st, 2014.
Did they say why? Because I read something similar. I didn't go in depth, but I read the headline of them shutting down for whatever reason.
Well, the whole thing is that developers just don't have any support for it anymore. They don't like how they handled DRM and all the other stuff, and it's just been losing numbers ever since they started it. I think the last game I played on Windows Live had to be like Gears of War 1.
Gears of War. Oh, yeah. Actually, wasn't that one like a different, like the computer game of Gears of War? I know, a little off topic. But wasn't the computer game of Gears of War actually like some extended version of Gears 1?
I don't remember. I don't think it was too extended. If it was, but pretty much the whole background behind this is that Windows Live is just losing to Steam. Steam is just taking over the world.
Steam owns the PC.
They do. And Windows is just kind of fucked. So they're like, meh, we're just going to do Xbox.
I was hearing a good joke by another group of people does do something similar, but I don't want to promote their site because it already has enough people and we need more people over here.
Right.
But anyways, they made an excellent joke. See, I'm at least saying that I'm not the one that thought this up. But anyways, yeah, they made the excellent joke of saying with this new Steam console coming out, you know, you got to picture that Microsoft and Sony are just like, hey, you had the PC people. Let us keep the TV people. Come on, don't make a new Steam box. But I don't know, I'm a little skeptical about that because if you look at the Steam controller, it's just, it's these touchpad things. I'm like, I don't like that. I don't want a touchpad thing. That it won't feel right. I need joysticks. I need I don't know. Maybe I just sound like the people who didn't want the arcade stick thing to go away.
Right.
You know, when you had the Atari with that one stick and a button, we were like, whoa. This has 4 buttons? Hold on there, pal. And what? Arrows now? Fuck you, buddy. Where's my joystick? I was just thinking about the, Nintendo. Or, no. The Sega Genesis that actually had, I think, 4 buttons. But anyways, what's your other news? Besides Windows shutting down, which I don't really care.
I don't either. I haven't bought a computer game since a long time ago. This isn't really news. This is just kind of something I found that was kind of cool. Back in 2008, according to Joystick, some dude put a Nintendo 64 inside of his Wii, and it works fully functional.
How?
I
just don't know how he fit it in there.
I'll send you the link on Facebook or something, but it's kind of cool actually. It looks like a regular Wii, but it has a N64 slot on the side, and you just stick that shit in there and it works.
That is fucking cool.
Right? It says on here that it was on eBay for about $50.
What? Shit, I got $50.
If it's still there, shit, this article's from 2008.
Oh, okay, true. Well, okay. Oh, I didn't know. I'm stupid because I automatically thought he would have made more.
He might have, actually, to get some more money.
Honestly, though, you think that the price it would take to buy the Wii's not $50. Finding a Nintendo 64 is not $50.
Well, the Wii Mini is not $50, but I'm sure that the original Wii is probably around that price range.
Well, honestly, yeah, true. And then, who the hell's even buying a Wii anymore? They actually stopped manufacture of Wii's.
Yeah, so right now
they're actually going to be harder to find.
Oh, so they even stopped production of the Wii Mini?
Maybe. I don't know. I read a story on this site a while back. Folks, go back and find the story. I don't know what episode it was, but I read something that they're going to stop manufacturing just the Wii's. They didn't say Wii Mini. I remember specifically Wii's.
Okay.
They're not sending them over here. They're just done. They're still making Wii U's, of course, but they're done with Wii's.
So my last piece of news is about League of Legends.
Dustin would have loved this.
In the UK, apparently the top 4 internet providers have blocked the latest League of Legends update because some of their update files have the letters S, E, and X all in a row of its file names because they have a firewall over pornography, those top 4 internet providers do. And it's stupid stuff. Like if you've ever taken a computer course, what you do is you camel case a really long file. So you would just do the first word and then you'd capitalize the second word and put them together. And like this one on here, it's like Zerath Mage Chains Extended. But they highlighted the SEX part of Chains and Extended and they blocked it because they thought it was porn.
Okay, there's a few things. I knew about, like, how London and all them have, like, they're strict on porn.
Yeah.
And to my knowledge, you have to, like, say, I'm an adult to be able to watch porn. Like, it's not banned, but you have to be able to, like, you have to talk to your... Basically, you have to do, like, this walk of shame type thing of saying, I want to look at boobs.
Right.
And they're like, okay, we will, like, unblock you or whatever. It's just to keep kids from looking at porn. Because kids couldn't figure out any other way I've ever seen boobs.
Right.
God forbid. And what's really funny is they always say how, like, freaking Europe's supposed to be more like, sex is okay, but violence.
Violence bad.
I was like, really? Because when you block internet porn, like USA, you can literally just type in boobs on Google and you're gonna get endless pages.
I think I'll do that right now. Hey look, boobs.
Just boobs everywhere!
Typed in boobs and I got 113 million results in Google.
Jesus fucking See what I mean?
In 0.13 seconds.
In 0.13 seconds, you got so many boobs. If only that worked like in real life, you just typed in like boobs on your calculator and you're just like, oh my god, so many of them. Actually that's something that saddens me there, Scott. Kids today will never get a joy out of typing boobs on a calculator.
Right? 8,085?
Yes.
Or 80,000.
No it's, well, you could do 80,000 and just, or no, it's 8,000, it's 8,085. No, 80,000. Yeah. Oh, god damn it. 80,085. Yeah, that's what it is. God damn. I never knew it, I just know how to do it. Actually, fun fact, I watched a Family Guy episode where, it showed Glenn just like doing some mathematics stuff with Chris. And he's like, okay, now add 47 or something like that. And what do you get? Boom! I actually did that whole equation just to get I did the whole arithmetic to get that. I was just like, okay, I gotta subtract this from this and to figure out what he added this number to get
right.
8,000. I was all proud of myself. I was like, yeah, boobs on my calculator.
Yeah, the new ones are just like, oh, use my phone. It doesn't look like a B.
It doesn't look like a B at all. You gotta use actual calculator. Old school calculators too, not even the new.
Oh gee, boy.
I know. But, fuck, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, internet, them banning them because of sex. Which honestly, I wanna say, hopefully those major internet providers that are in those, what is it, what countries is it? It's just Europe or?
It just says UK.
Oh, okay, so it's England. Alright. So, I really hope they get their shit together. They're like, wait a second, because honestly, we have one of our own hosts here who is like a League of Legends bitch. So much so, Dustin loves League of Legends so much, he actually left every single 360 game at my house when we were recording one of our stuff.
Really?
He has no games to play on his Xbox. And he doesn't even care, because he plays League of Legends all the time. And he plays Steam a lot too. Which is amazing that he plays so many games on his laptop, because my laptop's actually better than his. And yet I don't play any games on mine. I'm like, no. I ain't playing no fucking games on mine.
For me to play stuff on computer, I want to get, or at least build a really good tower.
I'm just gonna avoid it. Honestly, like I said, I wish I could have shown people how fucking funny it was, me playing goddamn Guild Wars 2 with Dustin. Back on the old site I used to write for, I got Guild Wars 2 because it's the only game coming out, it looked cool. I, installed it, did all that. Dustin had it too. I was like, oh, cool, we'll play. We were playing. I was like, Dustin's like, help me out with this guy. I start rolling to the side. I'm like, I don't know what button it is. I wish I could just use a controller. Which is funny because I know how to type. But once you start trying to give me commands, I'm just like, no, I don't know. Anyways, we do have some questions that we answered once already, but no one got to hear it because it disappeared. So let's ask him again. Sorry guys, you will only get 2 opinions, but tough shit. Actually, wait, no, there's only one question. I deleted one on accident.
You bastard.
Well, it was the one that was kind of dickish anyways. But anyways, hey guys, Jason, I gotta know what upcoming games you're most excited for. I'm excited for Elder Scrolls Online. Skyrim with people seems amazing. Thank you, Jason. I agree with that. Skyrim with people does seem amazing. If only I still had the audio from last week, so I could just cut it in.
Right.
And we just give our answers, and Dustin just randomly appears. But if I had the audio from last week, we wouldn't be answering this question. Yeah. So anyways, totally forgot what I was gonna, oh yeah. Basically we already mentioned a little bit, like me, my new one, one of my new ones I'm excited for upcoming games is that Shadows of Mordor. Cause, oh damn, that looks so cool. Elder Scrolls Skyrim, Witcher 3, you're kind of seeing a theme here. Metal Gear Solid 5, both Ground Zeroes and the Phantom Pain. And Max Payne. Or not Max Payne, I did the same fucking thing on the Lost Audio. I said Max Payne last time too. Mad Max. Because I love those movies and I cannot get enough of them. Scotty, what are you excited for?
I'm excited for Titanfall.
Titanfall.
Elder Scrolls Online, Shadows of Mordor. I'm hoping, we haven't heard anything yet, but I really am hoping that the new Battlefront will be out this year.
Yeah. Well, I want to put a little side note. All the games I mentioned, people, except Metal Gear Solid 5, Ground Zeroes, besides that one game, all the rest don't have a release date. After Q1, I have no idea what's coming out, and it's bugging the shit out of me. If you try to run a website and you're like, okay, I need to assign people games and I need to, we need to make sure I get like some type of game plan going for the year, I can't even do that. After April, fuck if I know. And actually, even April's looking shitty. Because April has 2 games out in it. I'm like, well, that seems about right, but god damn it, because compared to last year we actually had a whole show saying oh, what are we looking at? Now we have lists of games that we're talking about. This year we have Q1 because no one wants to say what's coming out yet. Because I don't think even the studios know yet. But, anyways, sadness in my sadney belly. But yeah, we're honestly, just look at upcoming games, and basically all of them. Scott, I'm to the point where I just want to play something new. And you know what? I almost forgot it, but guess what, folks? I didn't. What did you play this week, Scott?
This week I have played pretty much nothing.
Pretty much nothing. Did you pick up, did you play any multiplayer of anything? Did you pick up anything at all?
I've played some Battlefield 4 multiplayer and some Minecraft. That's about it.
Minecraft. Okay. Alright. So, fun fact for everyone who maybe doesn't know this. For a while there, I was talking shit about Minecraft. I played it, didn't really like it for a while, didn't understand the hype of it. I'm not gonna say I like it now, but I do understand it. I finally understand it. For after months and months and months of me talking shit about Minecraft, I do understand it. I was over at Dustin's house, me and Nick, we had a bunch of friends over, and we were playing, and they were playing Minecraft. I come in, they're like, hey Brandon, pick up a controller, play. Literally, hour and a half later, me and Nick are just down in some depths of cavern, just digging. For no reason at all, we're just digging. We're not building shit. I do what Minecraft intends for me to do, mine. And that's what we did. I say by myself, I thought it was stupid as fuck, and I cannot play that game by myself, because it is boring as fuck.
Oh, I understand.
But with somebody else, just digging, I don't know why it's fun. I couldn't tell you why it's fun, just dig. You're not even doing anything. You're just I got up to grab some slice of pizza, and I just held the trigger. That's all I did. I just got up, grabbed some pizza, started eating it. I wasn't even in the room. I was just holding the trigger down.
Right.
But yeah, I have to say, I will say I understand it now. But the game I played this week, and it was literally a week I started playing it and then finished it yesterday, was DMC. I'm going back and playing some older games. As in last year's games, I'm just playing the ones that, I haven't played since release. Devil May Cry was one. I haven't played it since its release. I had fun. Fun hack and slash game. People haven't played it, go for it. And if you're one of those people who complained about Devil May Cry, well, go fuck yourself. I'm also currently playing, I've been playing a little Borderlands 2 and some Dead Space 3.
Oh, yes, that's also what I was playing. I recently got the Psycho Krieg add-on, so I started on that.
Oh, hey, sir. Whenever you're playing Borderlands 2, let me know. I have gold for a little bit because me and Nick wanted to play Borderlands 2, so I have gold for him.
Nice.
So next time I'm online, you'd be like, just send me a message. Hey, Borderlands 2 time.
Right.
And I'll be like, yeah. Alright, that is it, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the show. We didn't really, we actually, we pretty much filled it, I think. Because, halfway through the show we had a little technical difficulties of, Ghost fan in Scott's ear.
Right.
So this week's this week's live stream thing is Killzone Shadowfall. The time is gonna be different. I gotta change the time to about 4 o'clock. So. Yeah,
also, be sure to check out the, No Man's Sky trailer.
Yes, check out that. Check out the Shadows Fall, the Middle Earth thing, because that looks awesome as well. Don't forget to tell us what you liked and did not like about the show. I'd love to know. If you'd like to ask us questions, please, leave them in the comments section, or, these are questions and or comments. We will read them on the show. Put them in the comments section, put them in our forums, or email us at bloodyscreenpodcast.com, or hell, even go to our Facebook page that gained some steam.
Exactly, and if you want to ask specific questions to specific people, make sure you make that known. Like, say you want to ask to Nick, ask to Nick.
Yes, if you want to talk to any of us, make sure it's specific enough. And also go to Facebook. It's the best way to get a hold of them, all of them, because they'll all see it. So, yeah. If you want to talk to them specifically, hey, go to, find Nikki G. Ask him what the fuck is going on.
I think I'm gonna make a wanted poster for him, just because.
I know. Honestly. What happened to you, Nick? Die! Die! What a hell of a way to end